And let's get into it. Let's get into some of these sucia questions. All right. Where can I accidentally run into you? So I'm in Arizona. So if I randomly go places, nothing is ever planned except for like going to what's it called? The concert. I'm gonna go to the concert on Friday or tomorrow, and then probably just that. Like everything is last minute. Just letting y'all know. Yesterday, everything is last minute. So I'm gonna be at the concert tomorrow. So definitely check it out. And where to run into me? I be moving. I be moving around. What's up, mama? ¿Cómo estás? So just so you guys know, I am live on TikTok and IG. So if you guys don't see somebody comment something, it's because I'm paying attention to the other one. So next question. So in February of this year, a guy that I used to hook up with found me on Facebook dating. He reached out and wanted to see me, and of course I said yes. Now we've hooked up in the past, and he really knows how to get me going sexually. Skip ahead to the second time that we meet up, knock something off. Hold on, I think there's more parts to this. Knock something off. We're texting all day, and he's telling me that he's the only one who wants to be with him, no other dudes. Mind you, these text messages are in cap locks followed by exclamation points. I agreed. I left it alone. The following day, my phone is blowing up, and how many parts? Oh, already read. Oh, shit, I think I deleted part 3. Oh, well. It missed calls from him. All right. I read enough on that one, okay? You have to pay attention to his actions. What is his actions saying? Like, that's at the end of the day, I can tell you whatever I want to tell you. You know, I can tell you I'm going to treat you like a queen. I can tell you I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But at the end of the day, you have to pay attention to their actions. Like, what are they doing? Are they actually following through with what they said? That's the most important thing right there. Because if they're not following through, they don't care that much. They don't, because it's so easy to say, hey, I'm going to, treat you like a queen. But then you're like, well, he says he's going to treat me like a queen. And then his actions say that he does not even interested in me. So just definitely pay attention to that again, because I can tell you you're the only one for me. I can do this like that. But if they're not planning dates with you, trying to get to know you, trying to see you, like all this other stuff, they're not interested. OK, because if they're interested, guess what? Their words are going to match the actions. So that's all you got to do. Like, that's how you're really going to know if somebody is into you. Right? Pay attention if they follow up. If they ghost you for a few days, they're not interested, girl. They were probably talking to somebody else for those few days. So cut your losses, move on. He's probably just there to hook up, to be 100% honest. So anyways, next question. When my man and my BF has S and doing it doggy, it always hurts. Now, is it because of his size? Is it like, what is it going on? Because I wouldn't think it would hurt. I think the only way it would hurt is either he's like that, you know, or I should went the other way. Like he's like that, right? There's something going on inside of you, or he's too big for you. Okay. If he's not, you gotta go see a doctor. I'm no doctor. Doggy shouldn't hurt. Doggy feels fucking amazing. Like, I've never arch your back, girl, unless it's going true. Like, also pay attention to that. But like, I need a little bit more context. You can't just say, hey, I did this position, it hurts. So, hey, gracias for the gift. I see you there, girl. Or if you have an IUD, would that hurt? Like, okay, ladies, if they're on the bigger side, would it start hurting the IUD? Like, let me know. Because it could be that too, or it just could be that there's something else going on. Do other positions hurt? Like, I need a little bit more context. No, I used to sell them. Yes. I mean, Anna says yes. It used to happen to me because he was big. See, I think it could be no, IUD doesn't hurt. I think it's because of his size, to be 100% honest. If it's not the size, there's something else going on and you need to go get checked because something's going on. All right. But yeah, I need more context to that I can't really help you on that one. Eres mi amor platónico. Is that how you say it? Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate you, girl. Is it normal for a woman not to ever experience an orgasm? Yeah. Yeah. Because first of all, some of you ladies be lying. Okay, you be lying to the guy saying that you finished, you're doing this, you're doing like they're doing amazing. There was the girl who said that the guy asked her how he performed, and she said, "Oh, it was the best she ever had." And then on the question, she said it was the worst she ever had. How is he gonna get better? Okay, how is he gonna get better? Because how is he gonna make you finish? You need to coach him, especially on like in the beginning. That's when you can really coach them, like how this makes me feel. I like it when you do this, because when they're really into you, they're going to do the little things to make you feel the best. Especially if they like you. Hey, I like you when you do this. Well, shit, I like her, so I'm gonna make sure I do that. So, yep, I came. You done? See, like, you can't say yes either. Like, don't feel bad. Like they should be wanting to make it a pleasurable experience for everybody around. And if you lie to it, then you're not doing anything. You're not helping him. You're not helping yourself. You're not helping anybody here. Okay. What you need to do is actually have the communication with them, especially if this is somebody you want to be with long term. Definitely like tell them, hey, like I don't like it when I like it when you do this. Can you do this next time? Don't just straight up tell him, hey, you suck, right? Because then he might feel a type of way. But you can coach him. There's a lot of coaching going on. Okay. All right, so let's get into the next question. Are you actually looking for a relationship? Now, I think everybody is possibly looking for a relationship, but sometimes people be in different seasons. You know, I always tell people just wait for somebody to come along, and then hopefully that person is the person you want to be with, right? So, because trust me, a lot of people want to be in a relationship. They just end up getting like the dating scene is horrible sometimes, and so they get to a point where they're just like, I'm not gonna date anymore right now, right? So again, I'm pretty sure most people want to be in a relationship, a cool relationship, like they're best friends with that person. They want to like the intimacy is top tier, and so on and so forth, right? But there's a lot of things that separate. Maybe they have kids and you don't want kids. Maybe they're too short for you. Maybe they're this. It's always something, right? And so it makes you want to back off. So for the most part, most people are looking for a relationship. You just got to be the right one coming along. And there's some people who are just like, I'm just going to see what happens. I'm not going to be out there searching for somebody. I'm just going to be chilling, right? All right. So next question. Out of a 10-year relationship, single 2 years, now it's hard to date and find someone. Any advice? I would just say keep doing what you're doing. Just keep like date different people. If they're not the right one, don't pursue anything. Don't be afraid to go on a date with somebody. Like again, like you might find somebody. At the end of the day, it's a lot of faith going into that date. You're hoping that this person is going to be great. He's going to have great intentions, want to be with you, want to treat you like a queen. Because let's be honest, like in the beginning, they all say that. But then once you go on a first date or date them for a little while, they completely change. So that's why I'm saying like it's a little bit of faith. But if you're getting a lot of bad dates over and over and over, I would just highly recommend not going on a date for a little while. Just doing you. Just focus on you. Don't focus so much on dating, you know, because it especially like if you were getting a bunch of bad relationships back to back to back, or not relationship, but just dates, you know, because let's be honest, the dating scene is crazy right now. So if you're getting a bunch of bad dates, take some time, focus on you. It doesn't matter if you're single for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, just focus on you. So like I tell this story all the time, like there was a time where I was having bad relationship after bad relationship. And so I decided to take 3 years off. Well, at the time, I didn't say 3 years. I just said I'm not going to date anybody for a while. It ended up being 3 years. But during those 3 years, the podcast took off, the Instagram took off, the TikTok took off, because I was focusing my time on that, not so much dating. So that's why like focus on you, side hustle, side business, go back to school, focus your time there, you know, and then hopefully you meet somebody along the way. So single for 5 years, took a year and a half. See, I'm telling you. Hello, been married for 7 years and my husband has been only vaginal partner. Our S life to me has been getting boring. I go get my waxed and my husband doesn't seem to care if I do or not. He rarely goes down there. I don't mind. And I feel like I'm missing out on different experiences. What can I do? Girl, you do care because you brought it up and you put it in the question. Him going down on you is a problem. Or you wouldn't have put it in the in the question, okay? And see, this is where you have to at least you didn't say, hey, I stepped out of the relationship, but you're in the process of probably going down that road, you know? And so that's why you have to have a conversation with him. Maybe some counseling, maybe some therapy, couples therapy, like all that stuff, because it's going to become a bigger problem later on, to the point where maybe he steps out of the relationship or you step out of the relationship, right? And then you have to deal with all that drama. So I think it's better to talk to him, let him know how you feel, and if he doesn't change or if things don't change, then guess what? You're gonna have to follow through with that ultimatum. You can't threaten him and then just be like, all right, cool, you know, whatever. No. If you say this is going to happen, you have to follow through, no matter how bad is it going to hurt. Because how much more time are you going to waste with this person that's not throwing you around, treating you like a dirty little sucia? Like, trust me, there's somebody out there that will go down, in Arizona, and do all sorts of stuff to you. There's guys like myself who love the magical waterfalls down there, right? Like, I like to put on some like floaties and things like that, life jacket, go on down there and, you know, take my time. You know, there's people who love that. You obviously, he got comfortable, maybe he's not into it anymore, and things need to change. So have that conversation before you step out, because once you step out, it's going to be really hard to close that door. I'll tell you that right now. Okay. Next question. My dirty little kink is enjoying my husband my face while I'm laying on my back, and he uses a toy while I'm laying on my back. He makes me several times before finishing in my chest or in my mouth or on my chest. Girl. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. And if you guys haven't tried that position, shit is top tier. Okay. If you've never been at the edge of the bed like that and he just slides it right in, give it a try. You're welcome. That shit is fire. That shit is hot. And then, yes, that's why include toys, include other stuff, right? There's something that I'm going to talk about over on because I can't really explain it in detail on here because clearly they're super sensitive. But there's some things that you can do in the bedroom that's just going to take things to a whole nother level. Right? And then I'm glad you're able to use, like, he uses toys, he's comfortable enough, because there's some guys, wait, he's playing with the toy with himself. No, he's playing with the toy on her. Like, she's laying down her bed, he slid it in, like he slid it in the mouth, right? And then obviously you can like reach up, play with her, use a toy or something like that. Trust me, the shit is fire. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with including toys. Like, if you guys don't include toys, y'all are the problem. They're the problem. And if a guy has an issue using toys, little insecurity vibes, you know, because they might think like, oh, I'm not man enough for her. No, it's just to enhance the experience. It's to take it to another level. Okay. So I'm glad you were able to share that, because that position is top tier. Next question. How big are you and do you last long? Okay. I'm 5'11", okay, and then like wide, I don't know, I've never been measured myself wide, and then I don't know. So lasting, I always prefer like anywhere from like 10, 20, 30 minutes, and then like that shit is fire right there. You can do a bunch of stuff in that amount of time. Some of you people who be going for like hours, y'all need some help. Because I ain't trying to go that long. Like, that is a long time. Like, we got shit to do. Like, if you ain't got shit to do, like, there is a problem. Like, going for that long, and I get it, some people like it, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you like going for that long, more power to you. Is it my thing? Absolutely the fuck not. Hey, yo, girls be putting the pressure on today. And also, some guys can't even last more than 10 minutes, and like, so going, yeah. But everybody is different. There's like some girls who said that they're with a guy that goes for hours and doesn't even finish, you know. Depending on the girl, I don't think she can push out those magical waterfalls for a whole hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. Like, I don't know. Depends. Everybody be different. So, but that's what I like. Because you can have a vibe, have a good time, and then like do some other shit. Instead of going for like hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And yeah, no, that's a definitely no. But you know, some of the best intimacy is that when you're pretty lit, okay? When you're pretty lit, that intimacy is that gets a little sucio, little sucianess, you know what I mean? Goes to another, whole nother level. So if you've ever been, sometimes just chill at home, maybe have a few drinks with your partner, get a little lit, and then from there, just let whatever happens. And then sometimes maybe that's what you need to do to your man to get him out of the vanilla stage, because when they're a little lit, they be willing to try some things. I'll tell you that right now. They'll be willing to try some things. Snuggles and playing with our hair, absolutely. So I mean, give it a try. Be like, hey, like, let's take some shots, let's get some drinks. Also, if you guys like want different positions, definitely check that out. So next question. Why does it give me the biggest ick when my side piece says and moans my name during S? I mean, I think that's just you. And everybody is different. Some girls, some people love it when guys do that. Some people obviously hate it. And that's something, I mean, maybe communicate with him. Or, I mean, if it's just a side piece or a sneaky link or like whatever it is, they're just going to do whatever they want to do. But I think it's better, honestly, to have somebody who is vocal and says things compared to somebody who just doesn't say anything, right? Because there's people who've sent messages who say like, hey, like my dude doesn't even do anything. He just lays there. He just quiet. No grunting, no moaning, no nothing, no telling, no talking dirty to her, like nothing. So, but again, that's why I say like everybody is different. There's some people who like it and there's some people who don't like it. And clearly it gives you an ick when it happens, or maybe it's just him. Cause sometimes maybe somebody else you'll like that they tell you stuff like that. Because I mean, you guys said it too before, when there's certain guys that bring a certain side out of you. Cause there's some girls who maybe don't like to go down, but the right person, they love it. Right. So I think it just totally depends. And maybe you just don't like this dude that is hooking up with you, moaning your name, or it's just not your thing, you know? So it could be that too as well. But it's just a sneaky link. It's just a sneaky link. You can't really say anything, to be honest, because they're going to be like, girl, we are here just to hook up. Like, what are you complaining about? And if he's doing everything else great, just let that slide. You know, because like, what if your complaint could be like, he doesn't last long, he can't even get it up, he can't do this, he can't do that. Your complaint is that he moans your name. All right, next question. I want to put my ex on blast for cheating with my ex-best friend who was married. He had a three-way with her and her husband while their baby was asleep in the same room. Yep, 2 guys and 1 girl. Should I say F it and put their names out there? She also made us her son God's parents before I found out. Girl, I mean, just know if you're going to say something, you're going to have some proof. Because if you don't have proof, they're just going to say you're lying. So if you're going to make an accusation like that, make sure you come with some receipts. Okay? Because just hearsay, they're going to be like, it's because she's jealous. It's because she wants me. She actually was flirting with me. Like this and that. Again, if you're going to say something, which you should, you know, that way they're not doing shit like that, because that's horrible. That's disrespectful, you know. And I'm sure they wouldn't want that shit to happen to them. They had absolutely zero respect for her. But I would, again, if you're going to say something, make sure you have some sort of backing for it, because just hearsay is going to be very hard for them to convince. Because if someone tells you, hey, they were cheating, but then they don't show you proof, you know, they're probably going to work it out, because they're going to be like, she's lying. She's not what she's talking about. Like, she completely took everything out of context. We were both in the room talking, and like, maybe she thought we were hooking up. She wasn't even, you know, like all this stuff, right? And then the girl's going to be like, oh, okay, maybe it's true because there's no proof. So I would say do it if you have proof. Don't do it if you have proof, because that's just going to cause a lot of drama. A lot of drama that's going to lead nowhere because there's no proof. But if you have the proof, then go for it, girl. Destroy it in the home. Be the toxic one. Shit, I would. All right, next question. I've never been to a S shop. What is it like? What is it like? What is it like? Go to naughtyscience.com. We got a bunch of stuff over there for you, first of all, okay? But actually, like, So some guys don't like to actually go in the store because they're a little intimidated. They're going to be like, somebody's going to say something, they're going to do something. So that's why I wanted to do an online version. That way people can just order. But it's cool to go with people, meaning like your person. It's cool to go with your person and just like check out different stuff. Hey, we should try this. Hey, we should try this. Because trust me, that store would not be there if they didn't sell anything. So there is plenty of freaks out there going to this store and purchasing stuff. Because if there was nobody buying that stuff, they would have been closed. You know, they're going to shut down because no one's buying anything. So just remember that. There's other people just like you. You don't have to be embarrassed. You don't have to be a freak. Not everyone wants to include toys, but if you guys want to include toys, there's nothing wrong with that. And there's a bunch of different stuff in there that you're going to learn. Oh, shit, there's this. You can try this. And you can try different stuff, you know? That's what keeps your intimacy life interesting. Oh, let's try this. Oh, we should get this next time. It's when I was talking to a buddy. And he says that he's a frequent flyer to one of these stores, right? Like he's always buying stuff because him and his girl love it. And so it's either they go in store or they just buy it online. You know, I mean, you can also go to naughtyscience.com, get yourself something, you know, a little plug. That is my store, by the way. I want guys to feel comfortable to go purchase stuff. And on Scar Talks, we are going to, for the subscribers, I'm going to be posting reviews on some of these things. Because your boy got a little leash coming in. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, I'm trying to take that for a spin. So if there's anybody out here for science that wants to partake in a little leash action. All right, next question. Do men lie when they say they like how the taste? I think so. Because trust me, guys lie about a lot of things. Are they going to lie it tastes good? Probably. But then there's also guys who actually enjoy the taste. Hi, what's up? So that's why I'm saying, like, you can't, I don't think they're going to be honest to you, at least. They're going to, at the end of the day, if they keep doing it, as long as you're maintaining yourself, keeping yourself clean, doing all, like, maintaining down there, you'll be fine. If he says it tastes great, cool. If he low-key doesn't like it, that's whatever. But at least he's telling you he enjoys it, he loves it. Because, again, it's not everybody's cup of tea. But they're willing to do it because how it makes you feel. You know, what it does to you. And then you can also buy those one gummies that I had. Okay. That make the little cat taste like pineapples. You're going to be throwing on some tajin on there, some chamoy, all sorts of stuff, okay? So definitely go, check that out. But if they say they enjoy it, let them enjoy it. You know, they're not going to tell you they don't. Like, let's be honest. All right, next question. Te gustan las dominicanas because, papi, you look good. Ooh. Girl, I love women. It doesn't matter if you're from the Dominican Republic, Mexico, El Salvador, Cuba, anywhere, Argentina. Like, it doesn't matter where you're from. Europe, I love women. Okay, it doesn't matter. I've gone on dates and, not actually boyfriend and girlfriend, with black girls, Asian, like you name it. Like I don't say like, oh shit, I'm gonna stick to Latinas. The reason I probably stuck to more Latinas is because where I go, meaning like I like to go to like a bar or a club that plays reggaeton, you know, and also hip hop, right? And typically there's a lot more Hispanics, right? Or you meet somebody like at a baile, quinceañera, wedding, you know, and so jaripeo. So that's why, like, it just depends. I love all women, because imagine I definitely want to go to the DR. You know, imagine dancing to some dembow out there in the street. Trust me. Do you like to dance? I absolutely love to dance. Am I any good at it? No. But would you catch me on the dance floor? Yeah. And I don't care. I'm one of those dudes. I'm out there. We suck regardless. I'm having a good time. If you're judging me on the side, then go for it. Because you wish you could be on the dance floor having a great time like I'm having a great time. You're too cool. But like other dances, like cumbias, yeah, I can dance cumbias. I'm not the greatest at like, dancing together, pegao and stuff like that. I do want to learn like maybe some salsa, bachata, you know, we can do that. And then, you know, a little bit of spicy action right after, you know what I mean? So do you know how to dance spice? I mean, girl, we out there. Next question. When guys are just hooking up, do they usually go down on and kiss every girl, or are there boundaries depending on the girl? I think it depends on the person, because there's some people who say they don't like to kiss somebody because they feel like they're gonna start catching feelings, because that's a thing as well. So as long as they avoid kissing, they tend not to catch feelings, maybe. So there's also that. And so, again, like, some people think, this is why I'm saying, like, some guys are crazy. Like, just some of the shit they say. Like, one of the questions was like, is it, like, my guy said it wasn't cheating because he didn't kiss her, but he slid it in her, and he did his thing, but he didn't kiss her, so it wasn't cheating. It wasn't intimate. And that's why I'm saying, like, I told the girl, I was like, if I slap you with my left hand and I'm right-handed, did I still slap you? Like, come on now. So it could be that they're trying not to catch feeling, because that just makes everything a little bit more intimate, a little bit more passionate. But if they're not kissing you and you guys are trying to be something serious, there's something else going on. Okay, something else going on. Maybe he's in a relationship or something. How's kissing catching feelings? Kissing, well, it depends on the person, and not everybody. You know, when you kiss somebody, it's a little bit more passionate, it's a little bit more intense, and people like will start catching those feelings towards that person, so they don't kiss the person. You know, yes, it's a thing. Trust me, I've been doing this for a hot minute. I've learned so much off of TikTok and IG. And so that's one reason why they don't kiss when they're in a sneaky link situation, or friends with benefits. And like I said, there was that other dude who said that it wasn't cheating because he didn't kiss her, which was a bunch of BS. That was definitely cheating. Imagine, I didn't kiss her. I did slide in her, but I didn't kiss her. Definitely not cheating. Some guys be wild, I'm telling you. Next question. I've been talking to this guy for 2 months. We talk every day, and he spends the weekends at my house. We don't go out at all. We only have a lot of amazing dirty S. When he talks dirty to me, he says I'm his. Why doesn't he take me out on dates or ask me to be his girlfriend? Am I confusing things? Oh, absolutely not, girl. There is a reason he's not taking you out. It's because, one, he's probably in a relationship, married or something, and he only comes over to your place. Have you ever been to his place? Okay, follow-up question. Have you been to his place? You know, and he just sees you as a sneaky link, friends with benefits, a placeholder, because if you're interested in somebody, you're going to want to take that person out too. Like, you're going to, hey, like, let's go do this. Hey, let's go do that. Yeah, let's go back and have some crazy, wild intimacy. Hell yeah. Put me down for some of that. But also, like, if he's trying to court you, he's going to take you and do stuff, right? He's going to take you, hey, let's go to dinner. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. But he's clearly not doing that to you. So he's just there for the cookie, girl. Because I guarantee you, if you cut the cookie, he might take you out a few times, because he'd just be like, fuck, like, now I got to take her out just to get some. Or he just probably be like, all right, I'm done with this. And like, she's getting too serious. She's getting too serious. So again, it could be something along those lines. But if you feel like that, and if you haven't brought it up, also bring it up. Be like, yo, why don't you take me out? Like, what? Like, are we just hooking up, or what's up? Like, should I go and pursue somebody else? Yeah, I need to know these things. Okay, La Concha. All right, next question. I was married for 15 years. It was always 4 couples of us that used to hang out. I always had strong attraction, one of them. Well, we both did towards each other. Long story short, we crossed paths, but I don't know if I should go for it or stay away. Stay away, girl. Stay away, because that is definitely going to end horribly. And out of all the people, you're going to destroy the circle, first of all. Everyone's going to have a problem with each other now. You know, like, and why does it have to be somebody like in your circle? Because I'm telling you, do you think that there's going to be a happy ending there? No, absolutely the fuck not. Would you want your partner to be like, what if he's hooking up with one of your close friends, or somebody in the same circle? I'm sure it's going to suck, right? I think you should have more of the conversation is like, why am I feeling like this, that I want to step out of the relationship, and figure that part out. Okay. Because, I would say no, don't go for it, because once you open that door of being with somebody else and it's better than what you're getting, it's going to be really hard to close that door, you know, and it's only a matter of time before you guys get caught. It's not if you guys get caught, it's when you get caught. So I would definitely avoid that, because people are gonna feel it too. They're gonna be like, why are they acting weird when they're around each other? You've seen the videos where they're like, or he could even tell, like, what if he's like low key finds out that, and then he tells his boy, hey, yo, your girl this. I've seen the videos where the two dudes confront the girl. Could be that. You just never know. I always think worst case scenario instantly. So I would instantly think like, nope, she's trying to they're trying to trap me here. Fuck that. I ain't that dumb. So I would just say avoid it. And if you feel like you need to step out of your relationship, you need to figure that part out. Okay. All right. Next question. What should I do if my partner has ED and doesn't want to take performance enhancers? We have yet to have a successful night together, and we've been talking for months. Girl, cut your losses. Cut your losses. Like, if you guys, like, if he hasn't done anything and he's not planning on doing anything, cut your losses. You've only been talking for a few months. You want it to be years? Huh? If he doesn't want to go get fixed, that's his problem. Be like, all right, cool. You don't want to go do what you need to do to please me? Go do your thing. I'm out this bitch. Because there's somebody out there that's willing to take care of you the way you need to take care of it. And you don't even have to ask him. Like, he's just going to do it. And this guy is fucking up the opportunity to be with you because he doesn't want to go get checked. So I would just say, like, if you see no motion in him trying to make things happen, I would just say move on to the next. Like, cut your losses. It's okay. There's 27 million single people in the United States. 27 million. Okay, stop worrying about this one. There's somebody, and maybe some of those do have ED too, but I'm sure there's a lot of them who it's working just fine. Okay, so definitely I would just say dip out. Okay, next question. I'm dating two guys. One wants a future with me and likes to do everything, everyday things with me and gives me comfort. The other feels my physical and spiritual free side, brings out the part of me I like. I don't know which way to go. If I could combine them, I would help. SOS. I think you don't like either, because if you're having a hard time choosing one of them, because it should be clear. Like, if you're into somebody and be like, yo, I like this person. Like, there should be one you're leaning more towards. And if there's not, it's because you don't like either. Neither of them. That's the problem. It's like you don't like either of them that much to the point where you just choose them. So what you need to do, tell both of them to fuck off. And then, like, go date some other people. Because maybe you'll meet somebody and be like, oh, shit, I really, this dude, you know. Because if you, like you said, you've been dating these two guys. This guy gives you this guy gives you that, but neither is enough to choose one over the other. I'm thinking you don't want either, because if you can't choose, if I'm talking two different girls, if one of them doesn't stand out more than the other, then guess what? It's neither. To be 100% honest, it's neither, because you should be able to choose one or the other. So I would just say, hey, and tell them to both chill. Go date some other people and see what else is out there. You might date somebody and all of a sudden you'd be like, this dude right here fulfills everything. So I don't know what I was dealing with this dude over here that, you know. So that's what I think is going on, that you don't like either. And so that's why you can't cut one of them off. So next question. Keep me anonymous. It is. Not gonna lie, I'm too shy to express myself, and as I look so stiff and I don't move at all much because that's how shy I am. I feel insecure. I'm not fat, but a little chubby. My man does all the work and I feel bad because I get a leg cramp or my knee would be cracking. LOL. I love dogs. I'll tell you this, girl. That shit is gonna have to change somehow. Maybe just like slowly throw it back, slowly do different things. Maybe work out a little bit. Maybe be active a little bit, because if it's boring and stale and that dude is looking for a little bit more spice, he might go look for it somewhere else, you know. And you already saying like, hey, like, this is not me, but go based off of him. Have you had the conversation with him? Is he like, oh no, this is fine, this is cool? Or maybe he's gonna be like, I wish we could do more of this, or maybe we could do some of this, you know, I would love to do this. And then that's something you gotta fix, because again, are you gonna wait until something bad happens? He steps out of the relationship because somebody else wanted to give him super spicy intimacy. You know, are you going to wait for that long? But if you have the conversation with him and he's cool about it, if that's what he loves, maybe he thinks you're already super spicy. But this is why communication with your partner is so important, because I don't know. You know, you're going to have to talk to him. He's the one that knows. And if he wants to get more spicy, then guess what, girl? I'm telling you right now. If he tells you, oh, like he wants to take things up to another notch, it's either you take things up to another notch or it's going to lead to future problems. I'll tell you that right now, because they're going to be craving it. They're going to be wanting it. And then if somebody comes along and they're willing to do it, then guess what? They're going to be like, okay, you know? So that's definitely something to pay attention to. And if you're cramping, drink some fucking water. Drink some water. Stay hydrated, okay? And if it's because of other reasons, maybe you don't work out, be a little active. I'm not saying go full bodybuilding mode. I'm saying go outside for a walk, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. It's not super difficult, you know? You don't have to run, just walk, and then slowly start increasing. And you'll see, holy shit, I feel a lot better right now. So, all right, next question. I want to have S with my man while my other man, I'm poly, controls my vibrator from work, but I don't know how to bring it. I mean, if you're then what's wrong with that? Maybe that's going to turn on the guy. If you're like, hey, like, do you think it's cool that he or she runs the thing from all the way over there while we're hooking up? I would have been like, if I was in that relationship, I'd be like, yeah, why not? Like, that shit's hot. As long as they know each other. But if they don't know each other, then it's probably going to be a problem, because they're going to be, who the fuck is that? What do you mean you want another man to control it? He might have an issue over that. But if you guys have been hooking up, or if you guys are together, just bring it up. Be like, hey, like, this is kind of like one of my fantasies. And then you're going to hear what he thinks about it. It's either going to be a yes or a no. You never know. He might be like, well, fuck yeah, let's do it. Like, I've been wanting to try something like that. That shit sounds hot. Or he's going to be like, nah, I'm not too comfortable with that. And then, you know, if it's a problem, then obviously take different steps then. But just talk to your partner. Like, if he knows, talk to him. You never know. It might be a simple, yeah, let's do it. All right, next question. Anonymous, please. I'm embarrassed to say this. I've been hooking up with someone. S is amazing. There's been 2 times where he is pounding me so hard, ass face down, that I end up queefing. He hasn't said anything, but I'm mortified. What do guys think when this happens? Nothing. Nothing really. It happens because if you're pushing air in there, air tends to come out, and that's okay. Just let that air out, girl. Trust me, he gonna keep going. Like, it happens. I'm sure it's happened to most people. Most people, it's happened. You push some air in there, and then guess what? The air comes out, and there's nothing wrong with that. Let the magical winds fly. You know, like, maybe you'll give them a nice little cool down. But to me, it's never been a problem. And to most people, it hasn't been a problem. For example, like when I did the videos over at Westgate, there was a girl who said that she had an accident while going, you know, in the back door, right? And then I asked her the follow-up question, did you keep going? And she's like, yeah, he was cool about it, and we just kept going. Because when you're in the moment, you're just like, maybe you'll laugh it off and then just keep going. If he hasn't said anything, he doesn't care. It's happened to me. I'm not like, ew, gross. Like, what the fuck was that? Sometimes it's a giggle. Sometimes you just keep going. You just let the air out. Let the magical winds hit you. And then you just keep going. You slide it right back in there. Keep pushing that air in there. Because that's what happens sometimes. Sometimes you're pushing air in there and the air's got to come out somehow. So unless you're ripping them, there's a difference between like that happening and then like you ripping them. Like if a little premio's coming out every time you rip them, like that's a problem. If you're stinking up the room, that's the different type of magical winds. Those aren't so magical. Those winds are in demon time. Okay, we don't want those winds. Those ones might be a problem. But just the magical winds when you're pushing air in and air comes out, trust me, nothing wrong with that. We're good. It's happened to me, and I'm just like, all right, cool. Right back in the game. Put me back in, coach. All right, next question. Why do men want women to swallow? Is that much of a turn on? Oh, absolutely. Well, it depends on the guy, but to me, hell yeah, that shit is a huge turn on. I don't know how to explain it, but that's what I'm saying. Like some people like are really turned on by something, and for me, that really turns me on when a girl does it. I don't know why, it just really turns me on. Like there's some people who get really turned on when the guy, like a guy finishing on their face. That's not my thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's not my thing. My thing is like finishing in their mouth, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Like everybody is different. Are there guys like myself who like to finish in the mouth? You bet your ass. You bet your ass there is. And it's just a huge turn on. It's a little protein shake for you. It's a little, shot of protein. There's nothing wrong with it. It's high in protein. It's a great, like if you get it on your face, it's a great moisturizer. Same with the fluids that come out of a girl down there. It's a great moisturizer, great source of protein. Trust me, it's great. It's amazing, right? There's some people, and you're getting it for free, that pay top dollar to get some delivered to them so they can apply it to their face. And you're getting a free one, a free night mask, real quick, boom, good, we're good. And just tell them, be like, oh, just make sure you get a little bit on both sides. That way it spreads evenly when I wipe it in. And then there was also the girl too, like I said, like when I finished and like she kept going, she thanked me. And that shit was fucking hot. I don't know why. That shit turned me on. So I'm just saying, like, there's some people who get really turned on by it, your boy, and there's some people who they're just like, whatever, because maybe it's too sensitive for them, like when they keep going. So Edgar sent me some protein. I'm telling you, it's a great source of protein, and it's a great night mask. So like, save the money, because trust me, like I said before, there's some people who pay top dollar to buy that stuff, the liquid kids, to rub all over the face for a night mask, and you're able to get it for free. You just tell them, yo, around here, a little bit over here, a little bit over here. That way I can blend it in nice. And he's going to be super turned on by it. And then you're going to have a night mask. So it all works out. It's a win-win situation there. There's nothing wrong with that. But me, I'd rather give you a protein shot. All right, next question. No question, just wanted to say I hope we can meet one day. Hey, well, thank you. I appreciate you. I love to meet you guys, by the way. A shout out to everyone who does say what's up, say hi, take some pictures with me. I love it. I love talking with you guys. Like the few times that I've gone to Westgate, I've met people there. Cool. You guys are cool. You guys are awesome. Don't ever feel afraid to say something. I know I have an intimidating eyebrow face, like a RBF. Trust me, I'm the nicest person. So if you ever see me, just say what's up. And you're going to know me. Like fucking the tattoos are clearly obvious. So like I said, I'm always around. And if you see me, say what's up. Oh, shit. What did I press? All right, next question. Keep me anonymous. My ex didn't have S with me for 3 months. Leave him. Made excuses. His D isn't working. We broke up with me. Left his evidence. He knew it would hurt me by doing that. We have a kid together. My son found his condom in jail. I confronted him because my son almost tried to open the lube to put it on his lips. I mean, pay attention to this stuff if you ever want to work it out with them. Because if you're trying to work it out, there's some people that like, maybe it's going to work out. No. Think about the shit that they did at their worst, because they'll just do the same shit again. Okay. And him disrespecting you like that, hell no. Okay. Do not go back to that person. Do not let, it sounds messy, it's disgusting. And especially your son finding this stuff. He didn't even care about his son, your son. Like he didn't give a fuck. So that tells me a lot about this person, and it should tell you a lot about this person, because if he clearly didn't give a fuck of his own blood getting that, because what if it was like the ones that, like, not even one that he can ingest? Now it's a problem. What if he could have gotten poisoned? What if it wasn't even lube? What if it was like some other shit? Like, he didn't give a fuck, right? So definitely pay attention to that. Just know he disrespected you and your kid, so don't take this person back at all. Later on, if he tries to come back, hell no. Just remember this stuff if he tries to come back. So, next question. My husband and I have been together for 16 years. I am the only woman he's ever been with. We have a hot wife dynamic, and he swears he's okay with not having S with another woman. I don't want to share him, but I also feel selfish, and I don't want him to miss out. Should I be open to that scenario? I mean, if he tells you that he's fine with it, then he's fine with it. Because there's some people who would be fine you getting completely fulfilled in that area, but just not leaving because they actually want to be with you, you know. And if that's something you guys are doing, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. If that's your guys' thing, nothing wrong with that. And if he says that he doesn't really want to hook up with a different girl, okay. And if he wants you to continue, he's okay with you doing what you do, nothing wrong with that, you know. Stop thinking that because I'm sure if it was an issue or like he wanted to, I'm sure he would bring it up because you do it. So he would be like, hey, you know what? I kind of feel like doing this. And now it comes to like, are you okay with him doing it, right? But if you're fulfilling him in every way, he's not going to want to go look for it anywhere else. And if he's like, fine, then of course, keep doing the hot wife thing. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you don't let other people, other people, I would never do that. Okay, you would never do that. But you guys do it, and you guys are happy about it. Nothing wrong with that. So if you guys are happy, I love it. And if he hasn't said anything, then just keep doing what you're doing, girl. Stop overthinking it. All right, next question. Recently separated, married for 20 years. Ex gave me an STI that will never go away. And at time I didn't care because I was in it forever. Reconnected with an ex and he was disgusted when I told him since there was talks of being intimate. I feel disgusting and don't ever want to share again. What do I do? You're gonna have to be open about it because I'm sure you're run into somebody who would be okay with it. Okay. And it sucks that you're having to go through that situation. I'm sure it's not easy. I'm sure it's not ideal, but you communicating with that person is very big of you, responsible of you, because you're just filtering out. Imagine later on they find out, they're probably just gonna dip out on you. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck? Like, why didn't you like not say anything?" But if you just have to talk with that person, have that conversation. Like there was that conversation or that message where a girl said, is it okay? Like, what do I do? Do I communicate? So she ended up getting an STD from a guy, but it was non-transmittable. Trust me, I've been learning a lot from TikTok. And she likes to communicate that with the guy and show her the paperwork. If they want to talk to the doctor, she's 100% fine with it because, you know, that's something that she wants to obviously bring up. Because especially if you're looking to have kids, that ain't gonna happen, you know, and only if you're comfortable. So that's why like it's better to come up or have that conversation, because if you don't bring it up now and they find out later, they'll probably just leave you at that point because they're gonna feel disgusted. They're gonna be feel like they got lied to. So just bring it up, and if it's not for them, that's 100% fine. You know, that is 100% fine. Let them find somebody else. You're going to find that person that's not going to care and is going to want to be with you. So, but yes, definitely communicate it, you know, and don't feel disgusted by it. Things happen. Like there's nothing you can do. Like it's not like you were out there trying to get it on purpose, right? And just shit happens. So, all right, next question. Oh my God, I don't know how to explain to my collagen BF that I've tested positive for HPV. What is HPV? Hold on. Let me take this down. Does anyone know what HPV is? HPV. I don't know what that is. What is HPV in women? Papillomavirus is the most commonly sex-transmitted. That's okay. Body part including genitals, hands, feet, while are harmless and clear up on their own. Sometimes it can cause genital warts or I mean, it says it can get cleared up. If it can get cleared up, then well, I'm no doctor, so I don't know what to tell you. I would just say if something like that happened and if you're with a person, communicate that. Like, what if they gave it to you? Because if they gave, like, if you were fine and they gave it to you, you know, like, is that how that one works? You're very open-minded. I like that. Most times HPV goes away on its own, but there's different strands of it. See, at the end of the day, I would just go and get checked and have that conversation, depending on because I would want to know, you know, an infection that causes warts in various parts of the body. Yeah, but do you get it while being intimate? Because the reason I say that is like, what if the dude, yes, it can't get detected through the guy until he infects the woman. See, that's another way people get caught cheating. say you're clean and you're faithful and loyal to this person, he should be clean too, right? And then you catch something, somebody's been stepping out. Somebody's been stepping out. And so the guy is the carrier. See, that's what I'm saying. Men carry the virus too and can go undetected. Seriously. That's what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, just go to the doctor, talk to your person, and have that conversation and be like, yo, what the F? I've been faithful to you. We've been good for this longest time. What is going on? Now, if you were messing around, girl, then guess what? It's time to come clean. Because that's how you catch people cheating. Like, let's be honest. Like, if you're hooking up, like, if you have one person and you know you're clean, you're faithful to this person, and all of a sudden you catch something, you caught it from somebody. Just saying. That's how a lot of people get caught cheating. So, anyways, next question. Just go get checked, okay? How do you go from friends with benefits to exclusive relationship? S is great and texting combo is good. Just don't know how to ask about it without changing everything if he doesn't want exclusive. I mean, is he doing things to make you feel like you want to be exclusive with him? You know, is he treating like a girlfriend, doing boyfriend activities? Because to me, based off what you sent, is you're catching feelings to him. Okay, and if you're catching feelings to him, and he may not feel the same. You know, he may just be like, hey, I'm just here to hook up. Like, and so I think it's better to bring it up just to see where he stands on it. Because what if he just like, all right, I don't want to do this because I don't want a relationship with you. And then, you know, hey, he doesn't want a relationship with me. I clearly told him maybe it's time to go find somebody else, because it's only the longer you're with this person, the more it's going to hurt over time. And so just have that, like, again, pay attention to what he's doing. If he's doing actual boyfriend things to you, like taking you out, getting to know you, talking to you, you guys met family and stuff like that, then have that conversation. But if you guys are just meeting to hook up and then that's it, and you guys just talk every now and then, it could be that he's just there to hook up and that's all he's there for. So like when you bring it up, he's gonna be like, no. So, but if you're feeling that way, it's because you may be catching feelings and you need to figure that out. You know, figure that out, because you don't want to be with somebody for a long time and then end up finding out that, hey, they're not with this, right? So, all right, next question. Shout out to the people on TikTok. Also, if you guys haven't, just FYI, because people send me messages all the time, I am live on TikTok and IG at the same time. So, hi y'all. Next question. I started talking with a new guy about a month ago. Things seem like they're going good. He calls me a few times a day to talk. He is sweet. We've hooked up 2 times now, and I've asked him what his kinks were to make S better. Then he says S is fine. Should I just accept that? I get turned on pleasing a man. I mean, in the beginning, of course, he might say things are fine. But if you feel like you need to fulfill him more, maybe like just try different things with him. Because most of the time the guy's gonna be like, yeah, I'm fine, there's nothing wrong, everything is great. But maybe low key, there's no, like, he wants more. Okay, I would just say just do it regardless. Like, if there's something that you want to try, just try it. Unless it's like some weird ass shit, don't try that. But if there's just something that you want to try, then go for it. You know, there's nothing wrong with like trying new things, because he may like it. He may be like, oh shit, this shit is fire, right? But also make sure that you guys keep it interesting, because like if it's pretty boring now, it's going to be a problem later on, because how are you going to keep it spicy? The same positions get boring. The same things get boring. If you turn it up a notch, that's when it gets exciting. So like if you guys are having issues, definitely go to naughtyscience.com. We got a bunch of tools where you can have a lot of science experiments over there. Okay. So definitely go check it out, and always continue to enhance your guys' intimacy, because it's just going to make your guys' relationship last even longer. Okay. So, because for example, I don't want no boring ass. Like, that shit's not my thing. Like, if you're boring, I'm out, dog. All right, next question. My boyfriend and I have been together for 8 years. I trust him and I love that he tries new things with me, like toys and position. He said he wants to record us multiple times. Why do guys like and want to record? I think it's just a turn on watching it later, because then it might just turn. If you guys been together for a while and you feel comfortable with him recording you, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, that shit is hot. Like rewatching something, like rewatching you like taking a girl like her down, you'd be like, oh. Shit, I was tearing that shit up. Or even like girls get turned on by it too. Like that's why, again, I have a mirror in my bedroom for outfits. Okay. But you have to be comfortable with this person and you have to trust this person that he's not going to share your stuff. He's not going to, do none of that. But then sometimes if you guys get in a big fight, that's the first thing they do. So you see how it's like you never know. I love recording. That shit is hot. Like I love recording like certain acts we be doing, because then you go and watch it later on and you're like, yes, please give me 2 of those. Give me 2 of those. So to each their own. If you're not comfortable with it at all, you don't need to, you don't have to, and tell your person that you're not comfortable with it. But if you want to take things to a whole nother level, maybe a little small recording. Just be like, hey, don't get my face. Just get the body action. Just get the cat action. Just don't do the face. You know what I mean? And then just watch it. And if you're cool with it, be like, all right, cool. If not, delete it and then delete it from his deleted folder. So just something like that. I love to record. That shit's hot to me. So who trying to record? I'm trying to make some movies here. If anyone's in the Gilbert area, we can make some movies. All right, next question. I love when my boyfriend puts me in 60-knot position standing. He always finishes so quick. Girl, now that position is fire. I mean, not so much the standing up one. I would rather just do it laying down, to be 100% honest. But if you want to do it standing up, there's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely no wrong with that. All right? Because I'm a very visual person, and I like to have the booty like right here, just all up in my face. Right? I like just to be doing my thing, right? Like I just like to be doing that, looking at it. I want a helicopter ride, baby. And that shit is hard. Like you're pleasing her, he's pleasing, you're pleasing her, she's pleasing you. That shit is a great time. It's an amazing time. And then you can see everything go. And then a good way to put her in that position is like if she's doing a reverse cowgirl, you put her there and then you just reach under her her legs, and then just pull her and then put her in that position. Trust me, waterfalls. Have a life jacket ready or some goggles. Okay? Because that shit is hot. If I haven't tried it standing up, but again, for science, I'm willing to do stuff. I'm willing to try it, and then we can put it over on the subscribe page over on the Instagram, the Scar Talks. So TikTok, if you haven't followed me, you're missing out. Do men really care what it looks like? I don't think so. I've never looked at one and been like, damn, it's a whole lot of beef going on. No, you know what I mean? Like, or hey, like, what's going on here? They've all looked amazing. They've all looked delicious. They've all looked appetizing. To me, again, like maybe, I don't know, some people out here that have horrible hygiene. Again, I've only had to experience the smelly cookie saga. So if you haven't seen those videos, but it didn't look bad. It just stunk. And so that's what I'm saying. Like it didn't look bad. It just, the smell was not pleasing. I'll tell you that. Did I want to go down? Absolutely the fucking not. Because I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Whew. You know how like those smelling salts? That's what it felt like. Whoa. I was like, it felt like you took a line, right? Just like, ooh. That shit was funny. All right, next question. Caught my boyfriend of 3 years drunk text his ex. He misses her and her body. Says he did it because we were intimate. I don't buy it because I jerk him off here and there. Should I call it quits? Red flag. We have one son. I can't get past what he did. There's no reason to disrespect our relationship. What caught our boyfriend of 3 years drunk text his? Oh no, yeah, especially drunk texting. That's where it leads. That's where it starts. It starts with a drunk text. And then it could lead to, hey, let's meet up. Hey, let's do this. Let's do that. They could have been hooking up. You don't know. He's not going to be completely honest with you. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you see that, huge red flags. You should already be like, hey, like, I ain't doing this because this is a huge red flag. I'm not with this. I'm not vibing with this. And it's only a matter of time before he actually steps out. And then you're going to be like, oh, I should have just left. Right? Because trust me, we've all been there. Oh, I should have just left. And especially if it was a drunk text, girl, come on now. Drunk text? He didn't drunk text you. He drunk texted his ex. That also says a lot right there. Okay. Just those actions alone, I would have been like, you know what? Go with your ex. Go with your ex. We're done here. Okay. Because if you can't drunk text me, you gonna do this to me? Do the whole Denzel Washington thing. All right, next question. My soon-to-be ex wants to stay together, but he keeps pictures of girls on his phone so he can choke the chicken. He even had a pregnant girl, not naked, saved. He's done this before, and I have forgiven him. Should I run and break it off? I can't seem to find a loyal man. I get boys, girl. Leave. Like, he's disrespect. He can't even have a picture of you or do it while you're there. He's using old Manuela to get off to other people. Listen. He's using Manuela to get off to other people. Not you. Not you. I would like, if it was you, cool, whatever. Yeah, let him do his thing. Like, it's you. But other people, like, he's thinking of other people. He's probably thinking of stepping out of the relationship. He wishes he could hook up with some of these people. That's where it starts. You know, clearly he's like not really into you, because if he was, then he wouldn't be doing that at all. He keeps all these pictures. You told him it's a problem. He continues to do it. That's a problem. And if I would not want to be with a girl if I found out that she was getting herself off thinking of other people. I'd be like, well, fuck, go with him. Like, what the fuck are you with me for? Like, if you're not thinking of me, you're thinking of other people, go with them. Please tell me. Like, if I'm talking to somebody and that's the case, please tell me. Let's just go our separate ways. Like, I don't want to deal with that. You know, imagine like a guy tells you like, oh yeah, I get off to other girls, like their pictures. Yeah, absolutely the fuck not. Yeah, definitely. It's a no for me, dog. Next question. Need help with someone who does appreciate I'm a full-time stay-at-home mom and expects me to do more when I'm a girlfriend level and not a wifey level. He says I need to do wifey things to get promoted to wifey. What the fuck? Should I just break things? Oh, yes, girl. Like, I didn't realize there was wifey things you needed to do. You know, does he do husband things? Does he feel, you know what I mean? A husband is not going to tell you to act like a wifey. I'll tell you that right now. That's not husband material. You need to act like a wifey or you're not going to get, wifed up. Hell no, girl. He's using that as an excuse not to wife you. He's like, well, you don't act like, if he can't, tell him to give you a 10-page PowerPoint, a PowerPoint presentation on what that looks like. And then you make him one, girl, of what you expect out of a husband. For you, like, tell him, I'm not going to act that way unless you act this way, because this is how husbands act. This is just becoming super petty and toxic, to be 100% honest. I would just dip out, because if they're telling you, hey, like, act like a wifey, come on now, girl. I would not want to, I could never tell. If I didn't feel like the girl was a wifey, I wouldn't be like, well, act like the wifey and maybe you might be the wifey. Girl, don't let a man disrespect you like that at all. Okay, at all. There's somebody out there that wants to make you their wifey, but you haven't found them because you're dealing with Mr. Toxico over here. Okay? All right, next question. I'm currently 34 years old with 1-year-old son. Is there guys who would date me regardless of having a baby? I'm super outgoing, but I have had bad relationship experience. Trust is a big problem for me at the moment. All I ask is for love and flowers and respect for my son. Is that too much to ask? No. Absolutely not. That is not too much to ask. And there's somebody out there that will be able to provide that for you. If you're finding the wrong guys, maybe take a break. Take a break from dating. You know, just do your thing. You don't need to be out there. If you're out in the dating scene and this continues to happen, that's a sign from the universe saying, take a break, miss. Okay. There's plenty of guys, and you're more likely to run into a guy that fulfills your needs out of like accident. Like, let's be honest. That's when you meet the best people, is by accident, when you're not looking. Because when you're looking, you tend to find the wrong ones. Okay. And I'm not saying like when you're looking, you always find the wrong ones. I'm sure you can find great ones too, but just go based off your previous experiences. And if you keep getting bad people, like dating wise, just take some time for yourself. Focus on you, girl. Focus on you. Take some time for you. Take a few months. Be like, all right, I'm going to take 6 months. Not going to go on any dates. Not going to take people serious like that. I'm just going to be doing my thing. And then you'll see how much your life changes in those 6 months. And then 6 months leads to a year. And then a year leads to 2. And then you're like, I don't need these fuck boys. And you won't tolerate people's BS. Because when I was single for 3 years, I wouldn't tolerate girls' BS at all. Something would happen, like some shady shit would happen, and I'd be like, all right, cool, I'm out. Like, I don't want to be dealing with a shady person, right? So, all right, next question. People say I should try and work things out with my baby daddy, but he's already hurt me emotionally and mentally. I want to break it off, but he making me feel horrible for breaking up our family. Any opinions and advice appreciated. Girl, first of all, first thing, do not pay attention to nobody else. This is your life, your feelings, your mental health. Who cares what they say? Like, they're not in the relationship. So don't pay attention to, oh, you should work it out with. No, fuck off. You're not in the relationship. Worry about yours. And also, you said that he's already hurt you mentally, physically, like whatever the case was. You need to leave, girl. Okay? Because if that's what happened, then it might be time to move on. Because I would not want to be with somebody that, and if it's been like that, then guess what? It's going to continue to be like that, and it's going to be a problem. So I would say I highly recommend just moving on and stop relying on other people. Like, you don't need to satisfy anybody else. You don't need to talk to anybody. Like, you don't need the reassurance from anybody else. Okay. KG Fuego, what's up, bro? Hey, if you guys haven't followed KG Fuego, I got some candies the other day from him, and he ships. Shit were fire. So over on IG, he's commenting over on IG, not TikTok. So if you guys haven't followed him, definitely go give him a follow. Order some candy. You're going to love it. Shit is top tier. I bought a couple bags. The bags did not make it. They ended up finishing super quick. I don't know. Maybe somebody broke in and ate them all. It wasn't me. I don't know. Next question. If I take a break from someone who would getting some oral or penetration from someone else be cheating, no terms were made, and didn't agree to not sleep with anyone. See, this is why breaks, like, what is a break? Okay. If you have to take a break, just break up. Because I guarantee you that he's probably talking to other girls, and if he hooks up with another girl, he's going to be like, shit, we were on a break. You know, and if you guys didn't define those clearly, hey, yeah, we're taking a break. We're still together. So if you hook up with somebody else, you're cheating. Like, if you didn't define those terms, then guess what? In his head, he's just like, well, we single right now. So if I hook up with somebody, then guess what? It's all right. You know? And so, but also pay attention. Like, if you had to get to the break, there's a problem there. If you had to get to the point where you guys had to take a break, why not just break up? Like, what do you think a break is going to do? A break is probably going to cause more problems, more issues, because maybe they do something stupid, and now it's a problem because they went and did something stupid, or you did something stupid, went and hooked up with somebody, went and talked to somebody, he saw you kissing somebody else. You know, it just leads to more problems, you know, because, like, what do you plan on getting from a break? Let's be honest. What do you think is going to happen? Oh, we're going to take some time apart, and then we're going to get back together, happily ever after, kumbaya around the campfire. No. It usually leads to more problems. For example, like, if you guys separate, he might like being single. He'd be like, shit, this is a vibe. I don't have to report to nobody. I don't have to, like, tell anybody what I'm doing. I can talk to whoever I want, or it could be you too. So if you got to the point to a break, y'all need to break up. Let's be honest, okay? All right, next question. I was giving up and I ended up throwing up in my mouth. I was so embarrassed and grossed out that I just swallowed it. The whole time I couldn't stop wondering, was he totally grossed out too, or did he even not notice? What honestly goes through a guy's mind when something like that happens? I mean, did he know you threw up and then swallowed it? Probably not. Let's be honest. Probably not. But for some reason, some guys like the whole, oh my God, I'm gagging on it, it's too big. Like, that could be a thing. I mean, it is a thing. Some guys like that. Did he know that you threw up in your mouth and that happened? Probably not, unless he ever brought it up. You know what I mean? Like, I think you're just overthinking it a little bit. And then also, why did you throw up? Was it he was going a little too deep? Was he something else going on? Like what was the reason? You know, because if you're gonna continue to throw up, you might want to start practicing there a little. You dirty little sucia, you know, using a vegetable or something. Get it like, or also on the website naughtyscience.com, we also have some numbing cream. All right, next question. I dated a guy in high school that turned out to be cousins with my junior high crush. 10 years later, and the cousin ran into each other, and well, I caught feelings that are stronger than I felt before, not even with my ex. We've been talking for 6 months and haven't had S. Could this possibly work out? Girl, out of all the people, 27 million single people in the United States. And y'all gotta keep going back to these same dudes. Like, I never ran into someone I knew in high school or like middle school and was like, yo, what's up? If it didn't happen then, like, let's not make it happen now, right? Like I said, there's 27 million single people in the world. And you want to go with some dude you knew before, and I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't be like, hey, shit, remember when we had biology together? And yeah, no. I'm not, like, I ran into people who I was in high school with, and I wasn't like, yo, what's up? Remember when we had a tag team that project in science class? You trying to get down or what? No. I would just say, I mean, if there's a vibe and everything is going great, then go for it. But why would you want to go with somebody in the past like that? You know, and especially like if it's in your circle still. You know how some people, they break up and they're like, oh, I'm dating my ex's best friend. Why? My ex's cousin. Why? All these people, and you had to choose someone in the same fucking family or the same friends. Come on now. All these people. I've said it before and I'll say it again. 27 million single people in the United States. And y'all be trying to go back to the same ones. Can't be me. Can a guy catch feelings after talking to someone for months, no S involved? Well, just BJ's, LOL. It's so hard to read him. He says he doesn't want anything serious, but when I try to leave, he starts being all lovey-dovey. Well, that's why. He wants to continue having that, them BJ's. And so when he feels like you're getting pushed away, he's like, girl, I got you, girl. What's up? We're going to be together. Because if he actually wanted to be with you, you would feel it. Thank you, Rocio, for the gift. If he really wanted to be with you, you would feel it. You wouldn't be questioning it, you know? And then you've noticed too, is like, all right, when I start backing up, that's when he starts trying. Why? Because he wants to breadcrumb you a little bit. He's going to give you a little bit of what you need. And then you're going to be like, you know what? He says we're going to work out. Let me stay. And then guess what? Gotcha. Right back. And then the same thing happens over and over. Girl, he's just keeping you around until as long as he's getting them BJs, girl, he's going to do the bare minimum to continue getting those BJs. I'm just saying, sounds like some breadcrumbing action to me. So, all right. But anyways, I'm going to hop off. I have to do a bunch of stuff. My little brother is actually coming into town because he's going to the weekend concert with me. So there's a bunch of stuff. I actually got to get this room ready for him because he's going to be staying in here. So blame him. If you guys see him, blame him for me ending the live early. But we're going to continue answering these questions next week. I still got a shit ton of questions. So trust me, every time we go live, Mondays and Thursdays, 7 p.m. for the questions, Pacific Standard Time, we're going to keep answering these questions because these are fun. I know you guys love them. I love doing them with you. So Monday, we're definitely going to pop in right back to answering these questions. So how do we ask you questions? So if you haven't followed me on Scar Talks, once a month I put up a poll or an anonymous question link where you guys can ask questions. I'll even say, hey, the next one is going to be for the June questions, because you guys send so many. Like putting it up multiple times is not ideal, okay? Because you guys send a lot, which is great. We go through and answer them all. But once a month, I do the lives and I answer them this way. So definitely go follow me there. Scar Talks, this is my IG. I posted on the stories. Again, the next one where you're going to be able to ask questions is for June. But if you want to send me a DM, I cut your guys' name out and I'll sit down and I'll record questions here, like answers and stuff like that. But anyways, thank you guys. Go follow the IG. Go follow me on TikTok. I'm going to be posting some stuff. I got some TikToks that I'm going to post here in a little bit. They're crazy. They're wild. And this video will be on YouTube tomorrow. So if you guys missed it, go check it out tomorrow. Or if you missed your question. And the last one is live on YouTube as well. So anyways, thank you guys for joining. And I will see you guys on Monday. So stay safe. Stay sucia. And if you're going to be nasty, invite me.